Hello Leo, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with the September Tarot Forecast. Welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back, and welcome to the month of September. The Venus has finally gotten direct from the retrograde that we've been experiencing for a few weeks. We're still in Mercury retrograde though for another 10 days or so. So be careful with how you communicate with the world, but also how you perceive communication with others, from others. Don't take it personally, but do use this time to figure out what is it that is working and isn't working for you in communication in general, whichever direction it is. But this definitely is a much more favorable time now to work on relationships, to start new partnerships, to make new commitments, etc., etc., to reconnect with close people. Let's get an oracle card to begin with, and then we'll look at your love relationship, career, and workspace, and we'll get you some guidance from the universe on how to best navigate the energies of the month of September. Also, at the end, I'll pull some cards from your person of interest to yourself. Alright, let's see what we have for Leo. Loyal heart, look at that. I love this so much. The hearty shapes, number 35, so it's like taking action in love. I'm just talking about Venus retrograde being over, and there you go immediately. Loyal heart is coming in for you, or is reminding you that, you know, they are around. They are loyal. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. This is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected and divinely directed. Beautiful energy. Let's see what we have with tarot here. Please show us energy for Leo in September. Okay, so for your love, we have Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, beautiful. Career, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Cups, and the Emperor. And the advice is Five of Wands, Seven of Cups, Five of Cups. Wow. Very versatile energy, I would say. Bottom of the deck strengths, but you have all the strengths you need to get through it. And strength sometimes means not being forceful. There you go. That's the irony of life for you. In terms of major arcana and signs, we have Aries, Pisces energy here, and Leo, your energy. Yeah, and by the way, this is your energy. So you are in your element this month, and there are a few challenges that may come up. We'll talk about them in a minute, but the main idea is that if they show up, they are definitely for you to reinforce your values, your approach in life, and also remembering that there are loyal hearts around you, and they understand that language of heart, you know, of kindness, of compassion, and it's important that you use that language when solving those obstacles or challenges. So we have actually have 5, 6, and 8 in your love relationship. So there may have been certain confusions or illusions in communication with your person, and that's partly because we're already very well up in our Mercury retrograde. We've been there for like some 10 plus days, right? So communication may have been hectic, plus the Venus retrograde, you know. You may have been hurt by the words that your person has said and vice versa. So guess what? In this month, you get to work on reestablishing your deep bond with each other, emotional connection, soulmate kind of energy, right? Like it's kind of that why you fell in love with each other in the first place. It's that sort of work, right? Eight of Pentacles is work, but don't take it as hard work. It's more like peeling off those layers of hurt, of ego, of pain, right? And finding that source of love again. And I'm not saying that it immediately means that you're in a bad place. It just some of that karma that you've worked up, and it doesn't just appear out of nothing. So you must understand that if you've been, for example, if you've been hurt by what your person have said or done lately, it's a trigger that's talking to your deeper fears or deeper trauma, right? And there will be an opportunity to kind of look at it closer in a safe space in September, where you can see where it's coming from and you can work on it. This you can share with your partner that this is your sensitive point, and they may very well be the person to help you work on it. Six of Cups is a soulmate energy or past life partnership energy. So there's a good chance that your person knows exactly how to work it, or maybe they've mastered it already, something along those lines, and you can help each other. This is mutual energy that I'm feeling here. For your career space, there are some new beginnings that are being destined, that are being guided. You may have this emperor figure as a boss, a manager, a figure of authority, maybe somebody influential among clients, right? But this somebody will, and at first, make you feel like a beginner, you know, like an amateur here, and even in what you do. But this is again a divinely orchestrated event, so that you start getting out of the page energy, and like this person will actually like force you out of it. It's the emperor, right? They go just straightforward onto their goals. Yeah, so it may feel or seem intimidating at first, but it's actually there to empower you to find that strength we're talking about. And be able to work your way up into eventually becoming an emperor yourself. Whether it's actually directly along your career line, or even if it's a client, then you will be rising up to match that energy. It's very important that you do that. You don't get pushed into the corner, but whatever it is they will be saying or doing. All right, and finally the advice. We have 2 5s here. We had another 5 in your love relationship. We have 3 5s here. Oof. Not the best energy to have, but it's also a passing energy. So you will still be transmuting a lot of kind of like chaos and maybe regret or sorrow in this month. The 5 of Wands is usually interference from other people, but look at this card in this deck. It has that 1 wand rising above others. So again, this is your opportunity to rise above that noise and haters and just people who are not being supportive or not being constructive when it comes to communication with you, right? Your task is not to get mingled into that and to muddy your own energy to match theirs, or to act according to their expectations. No, it's the opposite. You're supposed to rise above them and act out of your own integrity, to show that example, to lead by example if you wish, right? And that's where you'll see a lot of options, a lot of opportunities will show up for you immediately, where maybe you thought that there is no way out, right? This is like that energy of like, oh, I don't know if I can find my way out of here, or I don't know if I can succeed in this at all, right? But suddenly if you do this, you will see that there are so many beautiful opportunities around you, whether it's personally or professionally. Okay, messages from your person of interest, messages for Leo from their person. Big personal growth opportunity this month, I love it. And the loyal heart is gonna be there to support you. So remember that you're not doing it alone, and when needed, call upon that loyal heart. All my cards have fallen on the floor. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that was too much. I think I'm just gonna stick with this too. We have Have I lost everything and I'm terrified? Both nines, and both are about fear. This is like 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords energy. So what I'm getting, your person is also, well, definitely they are struggling with that communication and the negativity that was going on in communication with you, right? But this is, I'm hearing that they actually have their own personal sources of anxiety and fear at the moment, or they've had them lately. So it has nothing to do with you, but you were caught in the middle of it, right? And now they realize they're even more scared because they realize that they've messed up things with you, and they definitely didn't want to do that. So it's going to be up to the both of you to work it out. And I already spoke about it at the beginning, but yeah, just keep in mind that this person is also struggling with something on their end. It may also mean, although it's not directly connected to you, but it may add fear to them because they feel like if they don't succeed, if they don't overcome that challenge that they are having, that will jeopardize their relationship with you. And that scares like the shit out of them. So just be mindful of that and be compassionate, be kind, show your loyal heart to this person, that they don't have to worry about those things, so they can come to you and tell you anything, you know, that you can solve it together. And I'm hearing for some it will come off as being a little defensive or cold, you know, keeping closed off. But don't take it personally. It may be challenging to have a conversation about it up till the 14th, but it's not stopping you from sharing love, from showing support, right? That's what some people take Mercury retrograde too literally in terms of like just don't communicate, but that's not really true. It's just that it's gonna be, the emotions are gonna be running higher, and there may be more confusion as a result of communication. So be very clear with what you're communicating, and it's supposed to come from a good place if you don't want to have an argument with a person, or you don't want to leave the conversation frustrated because you understand that they've completely missed your point, right? Maybe it was a good point, but they still started arguing and defending themselves, right? And you're like, oh, why did I even bother? You know, like to avoid that, it's important to keep it more streamlined, more straightforward, and be very clear about why you feel this is important to say or how it's going to benefit your relationship, right? So as long as you're doing that, don't wait until, you know, middle of the month to make your point, to help your person, if that's what you're guided to do anyway. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you so much for joining me today, Leo. Have a wonderful month of September, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.